The Alchemist of football, Lionel Messi's transformation from medical anomaly to global icon in the annals of human triumph. Few stories rival that of a boy who stood barely 4 feet tall at 13, whose body refused to grow, and who would become the most celebrated athlete of the 21st century. This is not merely a sports story, it is a historical testament to how medical science, economic desperation, and pure determination intersected to create one of the most improbable rises in modern history. Lionel Messi was born on June 24, 1987, in Rosario, Argentina, a city that had already witnessed the birth of another revolutionary figure, Che Guevara. But unlike the political revolutionary who preceded him, Messi would wage his battles on football pitches, carrying the hopes of a nation still reeling from economic collapse and political instability. The Rosario paradox, Rosario in the late 20th century, presented a fascinating historical contradiction. This industrial port city, once Argentina's gateway to prosperity, had become a symbol of the nation's economic decline. Factories shuttered, unemployment soared, and families like the messis Jorge, a factory worker, and Celia, a part-time cleaner, found themselves navigating an increasingly precarious existence. Yet within this urban decay, football remained the great equalizer, the one arena where poverty could not immediately disqualify talent. The dusty streets and makeshift pitches of Rosario became Messi's first classroom, where a boy compensating for his diminutive stature developed an almost supernatural relationship with the ball. Historians would later recognize this period as crucial to understanding not just Messi's technique, but the resilience that would define his character. The medical mystery at age 11, Messi's world shifted dramatically when doctors diagnosed him with growth hormone deficiency, GHD, a condition affecting roughly 1 in 4,000 children. In medieval times, such a condition might have relegated him to court jester or curiosity. In 20th century Argentina, it presented an insurmountable financial barrier. The hormone treatments cost $1,000 monthly, more than many families earned in a year. This medical diagnosis created what historians might recognize as a pivotal great man theory moment. Would Messi's story end here, another casualty of economic inequality and medical misfortune? Or would external forces intervene to alter the trajectory of not just one boy's life, but the future of football itself? The treatment itself reads like something from a science fiction novel. Daily injections of synthetic growth hormone, a substance that had only been commercially available since the 1980s, would literally reshape Messi's biological destiny. This intersection of cutting-edge medical technology and raw athletic talent represents a unique moment in sports history. The first time such advanced medical intervention would help create a global sporting icon. The transatlantic gamble enter Karl Rexach, a Barcelona scout whose decision would alter football history. In 2000, when Messi was just 13, Rexach watched this impossibly small boy demonstrate impossible skills. Legend has it that Rexach was so immediately convinced that he wrote a contract on a restaurant napkin, a detail that, whether apocryphal or true, captures the spontaneous nature of this historical moment. Barcelona's offer was unprecedented. They would relocate the entire Messi family to Spain and assume financial responsibility for Lionel's medical treatment. From a historical perspective, this represented something extraordinary, a European institution investing not just in talent, but in the medical transformation of that talent. No major club had ever made such a comprehensive commitment to a child's biological development. The Messi family's decision to accept was itself historically significant. They were joining the centuries-old tradition of Latin American migration to Europe, but with a twist. They were being courted, recruited, their passage paid by one of the world's most prestigious institutions. Jorge Messi would leave his factory job, Celia would abandon her cleaning work, and the entire family would bet their future on the potential locked within their smallest member. The crucible years, Barcelona's La Masia Academy became Messi's monastery, a place where football philosophy was as important as technique. Established in 1979, La Masia represented a revolutionary approach to youth development, emphasizing technical skill over physical attributes, intelligence over athleticism, creativity over conformity. For a boy whose body was being chemically altered to achieve normal growth, this environment proved perfect. The historical irony is striking. While Messi's body was catching up to his peers through medical intervention, his football intelligence was accelerating beyond them through natural talent and intensive training. By age 16, the growth hormone treatments had worked. Messi had achieved normal height and weight. but the years of compensating for physical limitations had forged neural pathways and technical skills that normal-sized children never needed to develop. The emergence of a phenomenon, October 16, 2004, stands as one of football's most significant dates. At 17 years, 3 months, and 22 days old, Messi became Barcelona's youngest ever first-team player. This wasn't just a debut, it was the emergence of a new paradigm in football, the first superstar whose rise was literally enabled by modern medical science. What followed defied all historical precedent. Messi's playing style seemed to combine elements from different eras of football history. His dribbling evoked the street football of his Rosario childhood. His vision recalled the great playmakers of the 1970s, and his goal-scoring instincts matched the legendary strikers of any generation. Yet the complete package was entirely original, unprecedented in football's 150-year history. The economics of genius Messi's rise coincided with football's transformation into a global entertainment industry. His career arc paralleled the sport's evolution from local passion to international business empire. By 2009, when he won his first Ballon d'Or, Messi had become not just a player but a brand, not just an athlete but an economic force. The boy whose family couldn't afford his medical treatment became football's highest-paid player, earning over $100 million annually by his peak. This economic transformation mirrors broader historical patterns of globalization and technological advancement, where exceptional talent can now reach and monetize global audiences instantaneously. The alchemical transformation. Perhaps most remarkably, Messi's story represents a unique form of historical alchemy, the transformation of medical limitation into superhuman ability. The very condition that threatened to end his football dreams before they began may have contributed to the skills that made him legendary. Years of playing against bigger, stronger opponents forced Messi to develop unprecedented ball control, spatial awareness, and tactical intelligence. Modern sports science suggests that Messi's late growth spurt, medically induced and carefully monitored, allowed him to maintain the low center of gravity and quick twitch reflexes of a smaller player, while gaining the strength and speed of a normal-sized athlete. In essence, medical intervention allowed him to combine the best physical attributes of different body types, a combination that nature rarely provides but science in this case made possible. The historical verdict today: Messi's story reads like a perfect storm of talent, technology, timing, and opportunity. Born in a football-obsessed nation during economic crisis, afflicted with a condition that modern medicine could treat, discovered by scouts from a club philosophically aligned with his strengths, and emerging during the global media age that could amplify his achievements worldwide. From a historical perspective, Messi represents the first athlete whose greatness was literally enabled by 21st century medical technology. His rise from poverty and physical limitation to global dominance embodies the modern world's capacity to identify, nurture, and amplify exceptional human potential in ways previous centuries could never imagine. The boy from Rosario who couldn't grow naturally became the man who grew beyond all expectations, transforming not just his own destiny but the very nature of football itself. In the grand sweep of history, Lionel Messi's story stands as a testament to human ingenuity, medical, athletic, and economic converging to create something truly extraordinary from the most unlikely beginning.